Hello everyone, in this video we want to talk about transformers and three-phase transformer, single-phase transformer, and ideal transformers in power system. So the transformer is a system, is actually two windings, is a component that is turned around one core. So here we have one metal core and here we have two windings. We call it primary and we call it also secondary windings. So for primary windings, we have AC system. So the transformer cannot work in the DC, only that they can work in AC. So here we have AC current or voltage, and that one will make one flux through this metal. So that flux rotating here, and then the secondary winding from this flux will make some current and voltage here. So in ideal cases, if we have 10 kilowatt here, that 10 kilowatt will go directly here. So if we have V1 in the voltage of this primary and I1 in the voltage in the current of the primary, then in the AC system, we'll have one flux. So here we have this equation. V1 is equal to N1, and N1 is the number of turns in primary multiplied to d phi by dt. So d phi is the flux and dt is the time. And V2, voltage of here, is equal to N2, the number of turns here, d phi to dt. So if we have the ideal case, if we divide these two equations to each other, we'll have this equation. So voltage in the primary divided by voltage in the secondary is equal to the ratio of the number of turns. So for example, if we have 100 volts in the primary, then we have 100 turns in the primary and 200 turns in the secondary, then the V2 will be 200. So if the ratio is 2 to 1, it say that the voltage of the secondary will be 2 times of voltage of primary. What will happen to the current? To the current is different. So I1, the current here, is equal to N2 and divided by N1 multiplied to I2. The reason is that the power is same if, for example, the number of ratio here is 2 times of here, it means that the voltage is multiplied by 2. So the current should be divided by 2 to make the power exactly the same. But the point is that this is for ideal cases and we don't have the ideal. So we have some leakage in the core, we have some leakage in the windings, we have some resistance in the windings. So that circuit cannot be ideal. So the transformer model is something like this. So we have one ideal transformer, but here we have some R and X in inductance and resistance for the winding primary, winding in the secondary, and because the winding of the secondary should be here, we moved them to here. They should multiply to a power 2. And what is A? A is N1 to A2. So N1 to A2 is A. And here we have some leakages, R and X, for leakages to the core. So this is a circuit for practical and more realistic cases for the transformer. In the transformers, because in the real cases, the voltage in the secondary cannot be ideal, so we have some losses. So when we have higher load, if we go for higher load, meaning higher currents, then the voltage drop will be higher. So in full load, we will have lowest voltage in the secondary, and in a no load, we have the maximum. So if we make an equation like this, it shows us how much voltage will change from no load to full load. So it normally is around 4%. So for example, if we have a single phase transformers with 2000 turns in primary and 500 turns in the secondary, and the winding resistance in the primary is 2 ohm, in the secondary is 0.125 ohm, and the reactance is 8 ohm and 0.5 ohm for primary and secondary, and it's connected to a resistive load with 12 ohms. If the primary voltage is 1200 volts, we want to find the voltage regulation and voltage in the secondary. So we can make a circle like this as equivalent circuit. So the number of turns is N1 to N2. So 2000 to 500, it will be equal to 4. So we have R1, if we want to make equivalent circuit, 2 plus 0.125 multiply 4 power 2. So this is the ratio, power 2, and here is the resistance in the secondary. So it's the same for reactance, it will be 4 and 16. And the load is connected to the secondary. If we move it to the primary, we should multiply to 4 power 2. So it will be a circle like this, and if we just use Ohm law and calculate the current, this is the voltage 1200 divided by the summation of the impedances, we can find the current, and here we can find the voltage. So the voltage in the secondary is 292.9 volts. For three-phase system, we can say that the three-phase transformers is actually three single-phase transformers that they are connected to each other. So here we have phase voltage, and here we have line voltage. So the line voltage is a square root of 3 times of the phase voltage. So here if we have, for example, 38.1 kilovolt and the ratio is 10 to 1, so here we can see is 3.81 kilovolt. And we can have different configuration for three-phase systems. We can have Y to Y connection, we can have delta to Y connection, we have Y to delta and delta connection. So here we can see we have Y to Y and delta Y, for example. So the difference is that in Y to Y connection, the voltage on each phase is square root of, this line to line voltage should be divided by square root of 3, then the voltage of here. So in cases if we have high voltage, by this one we can have lowest insulation. But if we have high current in the system, in the line, then we can use this delta. So the current for each phase will be the current in the line divided by square root of 3.